All right. Hello, hello, guys. Hey, Deanne, how's it going? Do you like to go by Diane or Deanne? You let me know what you want me to call you. I always feel like I'm not sure what to say. Hey, Vay in Minnesota, how's it going? This glare, man, I tell you. Okay, so what we're going to be doing tonight is a whole lot of helping my stuff get organized. So I have a lot of the embossing powders now, and my collection has gotten to the point where I kind of forget what I have. I'm going to scoot this over so that you can see it a little better, I hope. Also, let me know if you can hear me. Hey, Diane. Let me know if you can hear me and everything looks okay, just so that I know we're not missing anything right off the bat. Hey, Renee. Hey, Annalisa. How's it going, you guys? Hello, hello. Hi, Dee. Okay. Oh, hey, Sandy. So you can see that I have this giant stack of embossing powders over here. Hey, B. And what I want to do is start swatching some of these out. I have just gotten to the point now where I have too many and I forget what I have. So in order to help myself better use my stash so that I'm not hoarding as much, I'm actually using things that I own. I want to swatch everything out and I'm actually going to make 2 copies of everything. And the reason that I'm doing that is because I want to have one in my swatch book, which is in here in this binder. And then I also want to have one on a key ring that I can take to my projects. So this binder, I will open it up for you in just a minute, but this binder is kind of more for just like an inventory sort of standpoint. Like these are the ones that I have and this is kind of what's in my stash. And then I also have like on a binder ring, something that I can take to my projects that's more physical. So I do that with my embossing folders. And then let me grab, I have another ring that I use. Okay, so these I actually keep on my pegboard right now. Just because they're pretty and I like to be able to see things so that I know what to use or what I have. So these are my embossing folder swatches. So I just ran them all through the embossing folders and put them on these rings so that I could keep them sorted. I guess not really sorted, but just so I know what I have. Again, I'm a really visual person, so if I don't see it, it's probably not going to get used. So I have that one, and then I have this one, and these are all embossing folders that I have in my stash. I don't know, they're cute. Got a lot going on there for embossing folders. But so I have those, I keep them on my pegboard. And then I also, yeah, out of sight, out of mind for sure. Oh my gosh, I feel like I've been neglecting you guys. Hey Jennifer, hey Monique, hey Evelise and Rose and Jips. And also, I don't know about you guys, but there is something to be said about displaying your craft things that look pretty, just because it really helps me feel like I have a nicer space. And then I also have this one, which I think is much prettier than the embossing folders. Hey, Erica. So I did this one, which is all of my Hero Arts shadow inks. So I kept them separate from anything else, and I did them just by, this is all the one brand, so it's all Hero Arts. It's their line of shadow inks, and I just really, really liked these. So yes, I just keep them on this binder ring. That way I can pull it off my pegboard. It looks pretty while it's being displayed, but then I can take it to my project and I can just flip through and be like, is this orange gonna work? Or like, do I need this one? And you can kind of color match a little bit better. So that's nice. And then you can also see like which colors go well together just by kind of looking at them. And I do have to apologize, you guys, for any coughing or sneezing or like gross sinus noises that you may hear during this video. I have to admit that I do have a cold. And so hopefully it won't cause us too much trouble, but fair warning. I may be pausing a lot. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Okay. So I've got my stack of embossing powders all ready to go. You guys have probably already noticed this sheet here. This sheet is a magical, oh, thanks you guys. This is a magical download. You can actually get this on Jennifer McGuire's blog. So she did all this crazy hard work to make this sheet. It's a download. You can use it in Word. Oh my gosh, Rose. I do like pegboards, and I have to admit, I have a regular pegboard right now, and it's painted a pretty color, and we put a frame on it so it would look really nice. But I actually think that I may switch to the IKEA pegboard soon because I love their accessories. They're so cute. But we'll get into that later, I guess. Okay, so this download, I actually have her page open now, so if you guys are interested in where I got this download, I'm going to link it in the comments for you. That takes you directly to Jennifer McGuire's blog and the page that she lists her ink swatch downloads. So she already has them made up for a bunch of different companies' inks. She has like My Favorite Things, Memento, Mama Elephant, Lawn Fawn, Hero Arts, Gina K, Catherine Pooler, like Altenew, Tim Holtz, the Distress Oxides, all kinds of stuff, Distress Inks. Already made and done for you. If she doesn't have your company that you have the inks for, you can download the editable version, which is what I did here. And it has it blank. It says ink name, stamp company, or company name, or something like that. And then you just put in your own information, whatever you have. Hey, Belinda. And then you stamp it yourself. You make your own little swatches. It's super cool because you can personalize it, but she's already done all the work for you. You can't beat that. So I'm going to be using this. I'm going to get started with the ones that I had on this page first, and then we may need to print off additional ones. Oh, Rose, do you have Microsoft Word? Because if you have Word, or I think Open Office is the free version of Word, I use the same cardstock that I make my cards with, and the reason I did that is because I want the inks or the whatever it is to look the same as what I am usually making, because sometimes the color can affect how your ink looks or how your medium looks. So I use the same paper that I use for my card making. And honestly, I'm gonna be totally honest, the paper that I use most frequently for card making is Staples brand paper. I literally just get it at Staples. I think it's like $15 for a pack of 250 or 500, or I think it's 250 sheets, and it's really thick. It's pretty good for card bases and things like that. And since I make so many cards, I just use this because it gets to be really expensive if you're buying expensive, or like, I don't know. Some of the specialty papers and things like that are beautiful and I love them, but I can't, for the number of cards I make, I can't afford to have them all. So for my standard everything, I just use the Staples paper. And then I use other things like for specific projects, or like if I'm creating for Brutus Monroe, I will frequently use their paper, either the Alabaster or Not Your Mama's. Yeah, you know what, Renee, I make my cards almost always with this Staples paper, and it does warp, but I don't have any problems really with it, like shredding the paper, or you know how like if you put too much liquid on a paper, it will sometimes start to kind of peel or like disintegrate almost. I don't really have that problem with this paper, which is really awesome. I use the aqua pigments on this paper. I heat emboss like crazy on it. I watercolor on it. I do all my Copic coloring on it. And for what it is, it works really well. Now, are you better off using a specialty paper like aqua pigment paper for your aqua pigments? Absolutely. But in a pinch, this definitely works. And for general crafting, I would say this is a really good option. Okay. Oh, and they will price match. If you go to Staples, they will price match their online prices. So if you find it cheaper online, like on the Staples website, than it is in the store, which is frequent, they will match the lower price, whatever that is. Okay, so I have this. We're going to cut it up. What I'm going to show you is, so I'm going to be using the swatch stamps from, I believe, September. Yeah, September, to do our swatching today. And then what I want to do is just show you really quickly what this binder I have is and like what it looks like. So I just keep this in my my like supply area of paper, and it just kind of houses, it's really not full. I haven't done much with it yet, but it's kind of the start to my organizational happiness, I hope. And I really need to update this because I actually have all of these, but I apparently never swatched them. So I have some to update. I need to add my distress inks, and then I have to do all of the distress oxides as well. But basically what I did is I downloaded, for the ones that I have, I downloaded the, I think this came directly from Ranger Ink. Yeah, rangerink.com, it says at the bottom. Isn't it pretty, Kim? And hello, by the way. But yes, so they have this download available at rangerink.com, so you can download it. I'm pretty sure they probably have one for the distress oxides also, so I will be getting that one. But then you just pick a stamp and you swatch out all your colors. It is very time consuming, but it makes me feel better and it's pretty to look at. So I have my distress inks, and then I have my Brutus Monroe surface inks. And I am so close, you guys. I'm so close to having them all, but I have 4 that I'm missing. I'm missing Phone Book, Cornflower, Macchiato, and Cabana. And then I have to add Scarlet because it's not on here yet. So that's a new color since this one was created. So I'm missing 4, which is kind of a bummer because now they're not available in, oh, I need to swatch Plum. Oh no, that is Plum. Okay, never mind. I thought that I had more of them, and then I didn't. So I even saw, for sure, Cabana, and I'm pretty sure Macchiato when I was in the store for the anniversary party, and I didn't get them because I'm a crazy person. I should have just gotten them, but I thought for some reason that I already had them. That'll show me. So now I am missing 4. Okay, this is like really bad because I have way more of these, but I have not actually swatched them yet. So I only have a couple on here, but this is my plan, is to have all of my glitter stocks swatched out and ready to go. They're so pretty. And then there is also one for the glitter glaze. So there are some new colors, of course, that will be added and keep getting added as they go on. But I'm sure that Christopher will update these for us when he can. He's a busy guy. And then, of course, this I downloaded well before the second set of aqua pigments came out. So I'm not even sure if there is... I'm not sure if there is an updated version of this, and we'll definitely need one for the metallics as well. But this will be a good place to start. So I haven't done this one yet, but I have it in here so that when I am ready, I can go ahead and do that. And then this one is for the cardstock. So I have most of these that I can put on here, but again, I just haven't done it yet. But that's why we are going to be swatching tonight, because obviously I need help. I did also print out this color chart. This is for the Tombow dual brush pens. And I have all of them. So I have the whole set of 96, and I keep them right here by my desk. I have like 2 little containers that I use, and I just keep them nearby. I use them for my hand lettering. I don't know why it thought that that message was inappropriate. Sometimes the flagging is weird on YouTube. It thinks that messages are inappropriate when they're really not. Yes, so I don't know where I downloaded this from. TombowUSA.com, it looks like it says. So yeah, I have all of them. So I just downloaded this to have, but keep in mind that if you download something with your printer, it is not going to be necessarily a true representation of the actual color, because the saturation and the, I don't know, it just, your printer doesn't always print the true color. So keep that in mind. Sorry. Okay, so this is probably one of my favorite things. I got this idea from Jennifer McGuire, of course, because these are her downloads. And this was just an excellent idea. So I use these coin pocket pages, and D, I don't know, but I'm not sure. I can try to find out for you though. Once I'm done on here tonight, I can try to find out. Okay, so these are all of the Hero Arts shadow inks that I showed you on that swatch thing. So you can see I did it twice. There are a couple that I don't have, but I do have most of them. And then, yeah, they're just all in here. Sorry about the glare. They're all in there just by color organization and all of that. I did also start doing my Brutus Monroe surface inks. So I'm trying to get the glare. I hope that helps. I'm not really sure if that's going to help or not. But yes, so I started doing my Brutus Monroe, and I used this butterfly stamp from Butterfly Sentiments 2.0 to swatch it out because I wanted to use a stamp that was from the company that I was using. So I started there. I was working on those. I do still have more that I need to swatch out. This is, of course, not all of them, but it is what it is. And you can see I have a lot of blank pages, so I have plenty of room to grow. The cool thing is I got all of these pages, all of these pocket pages in one pack, and it was super inexpensive. So if you guys are interested in purchasing these, I do have them linked in my Amazon page thing where I have my recommended products. So if there's a link in the description if you're interested in those, they are in there. I also keep my stencils in here, and not all of them, and I am going to find a different way to store these. So I'm not happy with this. I don't know. I don't like this. And I have a lot of stencils that I don't ever use. These big stencils came with other stamp sets that I have, and some of them are recollections stencils and things like that. I don't use them. I do use this one from Tim Holtz. But yeah, I don't really use these too much. So I'm either going to get rid of them or find, that kind of reminds me of the Folkwave stencil. I'm going to find other ways to use them. But anyway, this is kind of my like inventory-ish binder, my goodness, you guys. But I just wanted to show you that so you could see kind of where these things are going to be going as we swatch and add to the collection. Okay, so now that I've been talking for like a million years, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so what you do with this piece of paper that we have, you get your paper trimmer, and then it has instructions, which is awesome. So first you cut horizontally by cutting from the marks on the right side to the X's on the left, and you stop there. So that makes it so that your page is cut in strips like this, but it's all still connected. And then you go through and cut on each of these lines so that you get all of these little squares, and they're perfect. They're super cute. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn it this way. I'm going to use my little wire guide to line it up like this. I'm going to move my little blade up here because that's where it says it wants you to start. So you start over here and you just go until you get to the X, and that's it. So you just stop right here. And then we're going to keep doing the same exact thing for all of the other ones. Now I do have to admit, I don't like cutting this way with my trimmer. I usually like to cut going up. I don't know why, but it seems like it works better. So I may actually just turn it this way and go from the bottom like this. Because I feel like, I don't know, I like that better. I don't know if you guys have weird things like that where you like just, for whatever reason, it just works better, or you just feel like it's better to do it one way versus the other. Yep. That's okay, Stacy. Cut my large stencils down to just a bit larger than A2 size. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Because what I find, the reason I haven't found a good storage solution for my stencils yet is because they're all so drastically different in size. And I really can't stand that. I hate that they're all different sizes because it makes it really frustrating to store them, and I don't know. I am a perfectionist, really and truly, when it comes to a lot of things, and I just really struggle with when things are not all perfectly the same size. It really bothers me. Okay, so now that we've done all of our horizontal lines, what we're going to do is line it up again. You want to make sure that the little mark at the bottom and the little mark at the top are both lined up, and then you're just going to cut all the way across. Okay, so now you're going to end up with all these extra little itty bitty pieces here, and that's perfect. We can just throw those away or recycle them. Sorry, you guys. And then we're going to do the same thing all the way across. Whoa. An 8x8 photo album. I'm definitely open to pretty much all solutions. So I think I'll probably end up trying most things. Okay, so do you guys see this? This is what we're going to be left with. This perfect little square. Isn't it so cute? How do you use the stamp cleaner dispenser? Are you talking about this one? The squeaky clean one? Eight injections. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, Stacy. Okay, so are you asking just like how I use it or how to use it in general? Because I don't know if that's the same answer, if how you're supposed to use it is the way I use it, but I can show you what I do. Yes. So what I do is, so I keep it locked when I'm not using it because I've definitely spilled it. Hey, Tracy. I've definitely spilled it on accident by accidentally pumping it when I didn't mean to. But I have the microfiber cloth from Brutus Monroe. They come in a 2-pack for like $3.99. And I think I have those linked below if you guys are interested. The awesome thing is they're machine washable and obviously reusable. And they're not leaving fibers all over my stuff like my paper towels were. So I definitely like those. So I use this. I just open it up. Unlock it, of course. And I only just figured this out. So here's what I was doing before. I was pushing down on it like this and then scooping the liquid up, which now that I do it the other way seems really stupid. But that's what I was doing. Now I figured it's so much easier to just go like this. And it literally just goes into the towel. So you just push it down with your towel on top and it goes right into it and you don't have to worry about anything like that. She says pump is with the lid. What? That is very messy. I wouldn't do that. I mean, I don't know. This is just what I do. I'm not saying her way is wrong because everybody can do their own thing. That's totally cool. But for me, this makes the most sense. And I just figured that out through trial and error. That just worked the best for me. At first, I'm going to be honest, I really didn't know what to do or how to use it the best way or the most efficient way. But this definitely works the best for me. And now I have it clean for when I want to clean my stamps. But yeah, and then I just set it aside on something that's non-porous so that it won't like ruin my cards or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, maybe someone could give her a helpful tip or something like, hey, have you tried just smooshing it? I don't know. Because like I said, I was doing it a really weird way when I first started using it too. But, you know. Oh, and the other thing to mention, you guys, is this particular container is only tested for squeaky clean. It is not tested for other solutions, other stamp solutions or nail polish removers or anything like that. That doesn't mean you can't use them with it. What it means though is it might cause issues later down the line. Yeah, okay, so Belinda, you're like ahead of me too. That's kind of where I was going with this, is that if you're using a different brand of stamp cleaner in it, it's not necessarily like a guarantee that it's going to work properly or that it won't degrade the container, it might, I don't know, it might have a negative reaction because they didn't test it with everyone else's stamp cleaners, if that makes sense. They tested it with Squeaky Clean, and for Squeaky Clean, it works perfect. Other stamp cleaners may have adverse reactions. So just so you have that information out there. But yes, so yeah, anyhow. Okay, so let's put these over here just so we have them going in our little pile. I've got a scrap pile going as well. And I will keep cutting these while we chat. My goodness. A bottle similar made for nail polish remover. That's pretty cool. I had never really seen anything like this before, but my mom said she found a sort of similar-ish style container, I think at the Dollar Tree, that was made for nail polish remover. So there are other things out there. I really like this one. I wasn't really sure what to expect with it, but I've been really pleased with how it works and my results with it and how much easier it is for me to clean my stuff now. Because I'm going to be honest, I didn't really use any sort of cleaning method before except for baby wipes. And all of my stamps constantly had junk all over them, like little things from the baby wipes or from the paper towels and stuff. And so it was just, eh. Okay, so now we have a nice little stack. It's not all we'll need, but it's at least a good start. So what we'll do is we are going to get out our embossing ink, which I have right here. And then we're just going to go ahead and start swatching. So, because this embossing ink is not sticky, it is oil-based, it's not going to dry, so I can actually stamp out a few at a time, and I won't have to worry about it drying. I'm not going to do all of them at a time just because I feel like I am more likely to mess them up if I try to do so many at once, like just get stuff everywhere or spill embossing powder on the wrong ones. So this will draw it out, you guys. We can hang out for longer. Okay, I think I'm going to do, I don't know, let's go with the star. Or you know what? Actually, because I did my other little whatchamajiggers with the butterfly, I think I'm actually going to use that one. Butterfly. Okay, so it's this sentiment, I mean this stamp set. It is Butterfly Sentiments 2.0. And I think that will help it make, I don't know, it'll just be more consistent in my binder. So like for each company, I will use one stamp. That way I can keep, I'll know if it's a butterfly, it's Brutus Monroe. I think that will really help. I think I used this one down at the bottom. Ran out of Squeaky Clean. Oh, I only have one other bottle of stamp cleaner ever. Like I only own one other, and I definitely don't like it as much as I like the Squeaky Clean. I just never had as good results as I do with the Squeaky Clean. Squeaky Clean is really good. Okay, so I've got my sweet little butterfly on there. I've got my embossing ink, and then let's see. I want to make sure I grab the right. Come out with a cleaner like stays on. Oh, yeah. Because I mean, there's a lot of inks that are permanent. Let's see. I'm just going through my stuff to find the ones that I already pulled out. All right, Glow in the Dark, Emerald City, and Gilded Sparkle. Okay, so I want to make sure that I emboss the right ones, the right swatch for the right one. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and just very briefly use my anti-static powder tool. Nothing crazy because this is just one image, and I'm not really super worried about residual powders. I want it to be as clean as it can, but it doesn't have to be perfect. Squeaky Clean gets everything cleaner. Oh yeah, Squeaky Clean is awesome. I mean, I really like it. I'm glad that there's things that we can all agree on as far as products. I know like which products you use can be a very sensitive topic for some people, but I think it's pretty cool that Christopher has such great products that we can all kind of agree that they are really nice. I like that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do all 4 of these just so that I have them all ready to go. And I don't have to do as much back and forth. And I'm not super worried if they're all in like the exact same place on there, as long as they're in the same general area. I think that's okay. Not really worried if they're perfectly centered or anything like that. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put my lid back on, and then we will get started with our embossing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dump the powders on each one, and then I will heat set them all together. Again, just so that we save some time and not, you know, we're not doing so much back and forth, like, let's put the powder, let's heat emboss. Let's put the powder, let's heat emboss. That way we can kind of do a bunch at once. Oh my gosh, I love Gilded. You guys know how much I love Gilded. It is like my favorite, I mean, really it is. It's my favorite all-time embossing powder. I just love it so much. It is my favorite. And it probably, I mean, I don't know. There's got to be something really special for me to like it more than this. I don't know. I don't even know what it would have to be for it to top Gilded in my book. Ashley loves Gilded too. It's just so beautiful. I love it so much. Okay, I'm just trying to get my stuff out of the way. And I do, I'm going to grab a Swiffer cloth. So I have these little containers, you guys. I got this at the Dollar Tree in a pack of 2, so you get 2 for $1. And I just keep cut up little Swiffer cloths inside it. And I keep it next to my desk for just such an occasion as I need to scoop up some embossing powder. I have a little bit of stray powder over here, and it just does such a good job at getting it off of your desk and not leaving any residual stuff behind. So I love that. Okay. I'm trying to decide if I want to use the same coffee filter. I don't want to use a different coffee filter for every one, so I'll try to reuse it as best as I can. But I don't want to get them like contaminated either. So we'll see what happens. Okay, I'm going to do my glow in the dark one next. This is such a cool thing too. I mean, oh, it's weird. Some of it is like kind of chunky. Hold on. Some of this is like a little chunky, and some of it's like super fine. That's weird. I've never seen that happen before. We live in Virginia, and it's very humid here, so it's possible that the humidity may affect my powders, especially if I don't close them right away. Needs to sell Erica's mixture. Yes, that's so true. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I hope that I'll ask him about the cloths for you guys, because I'm not even kidding. They are really awesome. I really, really like them. And I know that you can buy a microfiber cloth anywhere, but I just really like these ones. Oh, yes, DeDeanne, in Florida, you know all about the humidity. You know what I'm feeling. It is so humid. So some things might get a little bit more chunky. Unfortunately, that does happen sometimes, but yeah. Kim, we're going to be doing all of those tonight because I have all of those. And some of these, it'll be the first time I've ever swatched it out. Like this one, for example, the Gilded Sparkle. Literally, I've never used it yet. So this is my very first time. Whoa. This is my very first time using it, you guys. And I can't believe I've held out this long. That's crazy because you guys know how much I love Gilded, and pretty much everything sparkly. So I don't know how I managed to hold off so long, but I did. Okay, I was waiting for you guys. I just had to have you here with me. I know, isn't it so pretty? It's like gems. Like you just went mining and found real gold, and it was, I don't know, already polished gold. It's just so pretty. Microfiber cloths from Harbor Freight. Hey, that's awesome because Harbor Freight is kind of a crazy place. It's like the what would be it's like the Tuesday morning of tools. You know, like you go there and they have like all these crazy deals. It's like that, only it's for tools instead of for craft supplies. I mean, obviously Tuesday morning has other things than craft supplies, but still. Oh no, Renee, that stinks. But I know what you mean. Microfiber cloths don't bother me for that, but anything where it feels like flour on my hands, oh my gosh. I can't stand it. And I didn't used to be like that. So I don't know what happened to me or why I'm like so sensitive to some things now. But just just even the thought of having that floury feeling on my hands is enough to drive me nuts. Used it on most of my microfiber towels. Oh no. It is really soft. Yeah, I think it's all just personal like opinions and feelings, because certain things bother me and everyone else is like, are you nuts? Like, what's wrong with you? And then other things people are like, oh, I can't stand that. And I'm like, weird. I wonder why. So it's all just, I don't know. We all have our own quirks and things that make us feel weird. Flour, definitely. Which stinks because I actually really like to bake. But oh, Kim, that's really interesting. I never even thought to associate it with having kids. Like that never even crossed my mind. So that's kind of interesting. Add those little packets that come. Oh, that's a good idea. I didn't even think of that. Those little silica bead things, silica gel, whatever. Okay, I'm turning on my heat tool. Okay, so we're gonna do Gilded first. So we'll do the regular Gilded, and then we'll do the Gilded Sparkle so we can see the difference. Oh, Kim, that's so frustrating, isn't it? Okay, here we go. You guys are gonna see the magic. I may need to get some tweezers because these are pretty small and I don't want to burn my hands. But there is Gilded. It is absolutely gorgeous. And then there's Gilded Sparkle. Oh my god, you guys. Oh, they're so pretty. Alright, so now we're going to do some glow in the dark, which I can't really see very well, so I don't know. I'm not sure. I can't really see that one very well. We'll come back to it. Oh, this is pretty. Wow. Okay, so because I waited a while and the moisture and all of that, I don't know, sometimes things, oh, Emerald City, it is actually sold out right now, if I remember correctly. Yeah, turn off the light. It is glowing a little bit, but I'd have to go across the whole room to turn off all the lights. There's a lot of lights on in here. Oh, but I didn't see it didn't melt all the way. I thought it was a little weird. I don't know. Something, I'll have to redo this one, because remember when I was pouring it on and I was like, I don't know, it doesn't look the same as it used to. I think either the moisture has gotten to my powder or I'm not sure. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to redo this one, but not right this minute. So I'll come back to that one. Okay, and if I'm being honest, I would probably go back over this and, well, that's annoying. There's like a little speck there. I will probably go back over this one and do another layer of the Emerald City. If you don't feel like you got the best coverage the first time, oh, shake up the jar. Maybe I should do that. If you don't feel like you've gotten the best coverage the first time that you do it, you can always just stamp it again with more embossing powder after it's dry. And like done, like not while it's hot, but you know, once it's cooled down, you can just put more embossing powder right on top and then do it again. That way, hey Georgia, oh, the Survivor finale. I didn't know that show was still on. That's cool. I haven't heard anything about that show in a good long while. But yeah, you guys can just do another coat and then you can just do it again. And that gives smoother results for those ones that don't necessarily give you the best coverage. I find that the thicker ones are a little bit like this. Like sometimes there are just bigger pieces, or the ones that have like two colors mixed in, like a gold and a green, like how this one has. Um, they just don't have as smooth of a coverage as something like Gilded does. But if you just do one more coat, then it's perfect. So now we have 3 done. I'm going to come back to the glow in the dark because I'll definitely need it. But we will see how things go. All right, so we've got Penny, Christmas Eve, Twisted Tangerine, and then Alabaster. Alabaster is going to be a little boring because it's going to be white on white, but that is okay. We will make it work. Okay. Maybe I can talk Erica into helping me make swatches. Yes. Just get her doing the mundane stuff. That's how we roped her in, right, Dee? With the die cutting of tags. Literally the most repetitive and not super fun crafting thing you could probably do. That's what roped her in the first time. So if you can get her, I don't know, if you can get her on the swatch making train, then she'll be using the embossing powders and all of that. That would be awesome. Okay, so we did our anti-static powder tool. Let me find the ones we need. So we have Alabaster. What do I need? Twisted Tangerine, Penny, and where is my... Oh, I already have the Alabaster. Which one do I need? Oh, Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve. Okay. Woo! Oh, you guys, I meant to tell you too. I'm so excited. Oh, that's okay. No worries at all. I totally feel you. I'm feeling tired myself, but I'm like, we need to hang out and spend some time because I won't be able to come on Friday, you guys. No, that's okay. Don't say sorry. That is totally all right. I have to go, I'm teaching a class at Joanne on Friday. So I can't always stream on Fridays just for that reason because I have, oh, what am I doing? I haven't even stamped these yet. I have a class at Joanne, like a Cricut class that I teach. Well, I teach all their Cricut classes, but some Fridays is when I teach. So there's that. Okay, so we've got Penny and Christmas Eve. All right, I'm going to start with these two and see how things go. All right, let's do Christmas Eve first. Christmas Eve is so pretty, you guys. I really like this one. I didn't think I was going to like it, and it really grew on me. I thought I was going to hate it, but I love it. It's very pretty. Okay, so here's the deal. You might notice, I don't know if you can see this on the camera, but there are extra flakes on here. It is actually the glitter. It is not the embossing powder. So don't worry about trying to get every single one of those little flakes off because you'll drive yourself insane. It's just the glitter. So when you heat emboss it, it won't stick. It won't melt, if that makes sense. So don't worry about that one. And any of the ones that have glitter, just because they're not going to put the color on your page like that. Gosh, I'm going to have to get a new one after this because all that glitter is still in the coffee filter. Let's see if I can shake it out over the trash at all. Nope, I don't think so. Okay. Driving 76 miles. Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah, you definitely should take your Cricut out. What kind do you have, Rose? Like which version? Be there for about 10 minutes. That's crazy. That's a long way to drive to be somewhere for 10 minutes. I forgot how pretty this one is. Even before you emboss it, it's just so pretty. Okay, so that's the Penny. You have the Air too. Yours is newer than mine, so you should definitely get yours out and play with it. I have the Explorer 3. And I'm going to be honest, I really want the Maker, but I just can't justify it right now, especially because I'm saving to go to Creativation, which, you guys, so exciting. I got approved. Okay, so here's the deal. Creativation is not open to the public. So not everyone can go, if that is it's not like you just sign up and you go. You have to actually be approved by their board or whatever to go. You have to have like so many followers or be a business. There's just qualifications that you have to meet. Like you have to have at like 10,000 views a month. 10,000 views a month, and you have to be well, for me, for like the category that I'm under, it's different for different types of entities or whatever, but for me, mine is the digital content creator is what it's called. In order to qualify for that, you have to have like 10,000 views a month, and I don't know, you had to send like all of your statistics and all this crazy stuff. But I sent all of it, and I heard back like right away, basically. It was like within an hour that I got approved. And so now I'm a member of their organization. And because I'm a member of the organization, then I'm allowed to go to Creativation. So I officially got my approval that I can go. So that's really super cool. And I am really excited just because that was kind of like the official, like the last step before buying all the stuff, like the tickets and the hotel and trying to do all that, the stuff that I'm saving money for. So it was like, I don't know. It was just the one thing that I had to do before I could like really be like, okay, I can go to Creativation. I can move forward with my plans. You know, the fundraising is, you know, good to go, which is really cool. 'Cause now I'm kind of over that little hurdle. And I can really focus on doing my fundraising and trying to get there. So I'm pretty excited about that. Shameless plug. If you guys, oh, thanks you guys. If you guys want to help out or you're interested in helping out in some way, there are a few things that you can do. You can use my affiliate links. I have affiliate links for a bunch of companies, but I have one for Brutus Monroe that is linked below. I actually have a link down in the description right now that takes you to a page where you can click any of the shops that I'm affiliated with, and it'll take you right there using my link. So if you make a purchase from any of those stores, like I have scrapbook.com. Oh my gosh, Kim, that's awesome. Yay! That's amazing. You rock. But yeah, so any of those links will take you to the stores. It's like scrapbookpal.com, scrapbook.com, blitzy.com, Brutus Monroe, the Cricut official website. There's just a ton of them. Even the smaller companies like My Favorite Things and Neat and Tangled, Honeybee Stamps, all of those. Anyway, yes. Kim, you're the best. That makes me so happy. But yeah, so I have all of those. And then I also have my Amazon link in the description below as well. So on the Amazon page, it has collections of things that I use. And in those collections, you can see my recommendations. And I'm always adding new things as I think of like really handy things that I like to use. I update those. The GoFundMe link is not in there, but I can send it to you. I don't think anyone's donated to it. It wasn't really very successful. Hold on, I'll put it in here. www.gofundme.com/creativation found. Okay, that should be it. Yeah, I have one. I don't have a code that gets you a discount, but I do have an affiliate link. No, that's okay, Stacy. Don't apologize. So the affiliate link basically just says that I advertise for that company, and they may pay me a commission if I make a sale by advertising for them. So yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I have a bunch of them. I put my... Oh, it says it's a bad link? Oh, no. I thought that was what it was. Hold on. It says it's loading. One moment. Oh, it worked for me. That's weird. Yeah, it says there's no donations yet. Let me, I'm going to copy it right from my window. That's weird. Try this one. You got an error message? That's weird. It worked for me, but I don't know if that's just because, I don't know. I'm not sure. See if that one works and tell me what happens. I'm going to turn my heat tool on while we're waiting for that. But yeah, so I have my Amazon thing, and if you guys purchase items from my Amazon links, then I get a commission for that too. So it all helps. Every little penny, it's a very small amount usually. Like, don't feel like I'm getting crazy paid to have all this stuff, because that's definitely not the case. But every penny helps. So even those small amounts really make a difference. And I definitely want to be able to provide you guys with that content straight from Creativeation, so you guys will get behind the scenes looks at, you know, things that nobody has seen yet, like new products that they're coming out with for the year, like demos and make and takes and things like that. Oh, cool. I'm glad that worked. So just heating these up here while we are chatting. Oh my gosh, ow, I'm burning my finger. Whew, I may have to get my tweezers out, you guys, because I'm a little too close to my fingers. That twisted tangerine is really cool. Oh my gosh, that penny is so cool. Okay. So now we have 4 more swatched out. Like I said, the Alabaster is a little boring because it's white on white. What I will probably do for colors like this is emboss them on, I will, yeah. Or you can message me on, have you guys all popped over to my new Facebook page, Jess Francisco, as like the public figure page? Oh, Belinda, that's true. I mean, if you want to send me money to PayPal, you can you can send me through PayPal under friends and family. But I wasn't going to ask. I don't know. It's called, here, I'll link it for you. I should have put that in the description too, but I forgot. So my new Facebook page that I made is facebook.com/Jess Francisco Official. There it is. That should work. Let me know if it doesn't work. But yeah, so that one feels like rough, kind of, because of the glitter, I guess. Oh, yeah, I mean, if you guys want to send me money through PayPal, I won't say no. Okay, Stacy, that is in the works. I am getting a P.O. box. Let's see, carddayswork@gmail.com. That is my email address through PayPal, if you guys are interested in doing that. I definitely won't say no. I'm trying to get to Creativation. Trying to make it happen, you guys. Okay, so these are the ones that we have so far. So we've got Gilded, Gilded Sparkle, Emerald City, Alabaster, Penny, Twisted Tangerine, and Christmas Eve. These are all awesome so far. Okay, I don't have Venmo, but I do have this thing called Cash App. I mean, I'm sure I could get Venmo. I know people who have Venmo. I just don't have an account with them yet. But if that's something that you guys prefer over PayPal, I can do that as well. I'm not really familiar with it at all. I know a lot of people who use it, but I'm not one of them yet. Okay, so our next ones are going to be, Diane, I set a storage box on fire. Oh my God. Holy cow. Oh, that's cool that it's free. Well, that's good to know. I'm getting I am getting my tweezers out, you guys, because I was actually burning my finger a little bit. So I'm going to be using that from now on. Yeah, if you guys, so the only thing with PayPal is make sure that if you do send something through PayPal, you do it as friends and family, not like a business thing. If you do it as a business thing, it does take a percentage. So there's that. Oh, chopsticks. Well, I have this. That works, right? The only thing is this is a little tight, And so sometimes it bends my paper, which is really irritating. So chopsticks, I guess, would be good for that. You couldn't find the new page? Oh no. Did you try the link up above? I haven't clicked it, so I don't know if it's a bad link. Let me look really quick. Sorry, I was taking a drink. My poor little throat. It's parched and my nose is all stuffed up. I don't know if I sound different to you guys at all. I'm trying to sound normal, but I don't know if I'm succeeding. Oh, I got somebody published a post on my page. I think that link worked for me. Link worked for me. Here, I'll post it again. One moment, please. Yay! Deanne says she found it. Okay, so I'm super excited because my little page has over 100 likes already, and I only just created it like 2 days ago or something, so you guys are knocking it out of the park. Yeah, it says right now I have 104 likes. Super cool. So I'm going to be kind of transitioning. If you guys, if you guys are going to, or if you are, gosh, you guys, my mom brain is really bad today. Like, I can't even speak in coherent sentences. I apologize that you guys have to deal with me, and I don't apologize for apologizing this time. But anyway, so I created this new Facebook page because I am getting like hundreds of friend requests, which is crazy, but I can't manage them all. And so if you have sent me a friend request and I did not accept you, don't feel like I don't like you. That is not the case at all. But I just have so many friend requests right now that I'm like drowning, which is completely bizarre to me. But that is a thing that is happening in my life right now. So to kind of help with that, I created this new page called Jess Francisco Official. And the reason that I did that is so that we could still have a community where you guys can chat with me and with each other. And you don't have to worry about only sharing a specific company's products. You can share your projects with me there. If you have something you want me to see or you want all of our friends to see, you can post over there. There's no restrictions other than I would like it to be craft related. But that can be any sort of craft. It doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to be only card making. It can be mixed media. It can be your home decor that you're working on, whatever it is that you guys want to share and you want me to see or all of our friends to see, as long as it is appropriate. Don't get me banned, okay? But yeah, so I just wanted there to be a place for us to interact with each other outside of like YouTube, because YouTube doesn't really have as great of a community place. Like, I can make posts, but it's just not really the same. Jennifer, it is my new Facebook group, which is called Jess Francisco Official. Here, I will post the link again. Here you go. There it is. Okay. Agreed, Kijo. I mostly use Brutus Monroe in like everything I make now, but sometimes I'm using other companies too. It happens. But yeah, so you guys are free to share whatever you want. Don't feel like you can't share things. Definitely chat it up, do whatever you guys want to do over there, so long as it's appropriate. But yeah, so I just thought that would be really cool. And for those of you who follow my other page, A Card Day's Work, I am probably going to be not really using that as much. And that was another reason that I sort of transitioned to the Jess Francisco Official page instead of A Card Day's Work, because basically the story behind A Card Day's Work is that I started that as my business solely on Etsy. So I like applied for a business license and I opened my shop on Etsy solely to sell cards. That's how I got my start in the industry. And so I was selling my cards on Etsy, and then in order to help promote my cards or my shop, I started an Instagram page and a Facebook page because I wanted to have some sort of relatable place that I wasn't spamming all my friends constantly in my timeline on Facebook. And Yes. So I wanted some outlet for that. So I created the A Card Day's Work Facebook page and my Instagram page. But now that things have kind of transitioned away from the focus being on me selling cards, and now the focus is more on my kind of creative adventures, if you will. I feel like I need to rebrand, if that makes sense. And I think, I'm not sure yet, but I think I'm going to be changing my name on social media to just Jess Francisco. So I'm probably going to move away from A Card Day's Work for the most part. Hey Jennifer. So I may change my name here on YouTube. So if that happens, it'll just say Jess Francisco. I'm not going to change it to anything crazy, but it may just change from A Card Day's Work to Jess Francisco. And same on Instagram. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I may be changing that in the new year as well. Also, a little plug for my Instagram. I am getting close to 1,000 followers on Instagram. And when I hit 1,000, I'm going to do a giveaway. So if you guys are on Instagram and you want to follow me over there, be sure to do that. And then you will be entered. You'll have to look out for the post that I post when we reach 1,000. But all you'll have to do is like that post, comment on it, and be a follower, and that's it. And then you'll be you'll be entered to win. And I don't know what I'm going to give away yet, but it'll probably be cool. It'll probably be something Brutus Monroe related, if we're being honest. So, yeah. Okay, I heard somebody say something about PayPal, so I can pull that up really quick, and then I promise we will continue swatching. We haven't been swatching for a while. Hang tight for 1 second, because I just want them to know if it came through. Proceed to account overview. Okay, so there is, Kim, I did get yours. Thank you so stinking much. You're amazing. I love you guys all. I can't believe how generous you guys all are. I love you all. You make me so happy, and I get all the warm and fuzzies from you guys because you're just so awesome. I love you. Okay. I promise that I will do some work for now. We're trying to do some swatching. Thank you, Kim. I really appreciate it. Okay, and then the other one, let's see. Hang tight. I'm refreshing my page, but it is taking a minute. Okay. So that is the only one that I got. I only have Kim's. So I don't know. I thought I saw somebody else that said something, but I don't see it yet. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think so. I'm just refreshing to make sure that I'm not like missing anything, but I think that's the only one. Yep. Kim, I was actually really confused because it came through as it came through as James, and I was like, I don't know who that is. But then I saw the last name, and I was like, oh, that makes so much more sense. I don't think I do have an affiliate for Lawn Fawn, but I should because, man, I have a boatload of Lawn Fawn stuff. I don't know if Lawn Fawn is part of the affiliate program. Hold on. I'm not sure if they have one. I mean, I'm sure they've got to, right? Everybody else has one. Let's look. Okay, so I have this page. So for those of you who don't really know how it works, there is a company or a website called Share a Sale. And they, there's one for Simon Says Stamp, scrapbook.com. Chibitronics has one. But I don't see one for Lawn Fawn. So Lawn Fawn may have one, but it may be something where you have to be on their design team or something like that. Like the one for Brutus Monroe is not in the Share a Sale program. It's actually through a different, like a different site or whatever. So it may be something like that where it's just through a different outlet. So it's, I don't know, it's just separate. But I could definitely research it because, man, I do have a lot of Lawn Fawn stuff. That's probably the company I have the most stuff of is Lawn Fawn. Lawn Fawn Brutus Monroe now. I didn't used to have as much from Brutus Monroe, but now I definitely do. And my favorite things, Honeybee Stamps and Altenew. I feel like those are the ones that I have the most from, probably. I used to have one for Craft and Desert Divas, but now I'm not on their design team anymore, so I don't have one for them anymore. But yeah, so it really depends on the company, but if you guys head over to, there's a link in my bio or in the description below, where it says, what does it say? Check out my affiliated shops. If you click that link, can you beg Christopher to do the 6-ounce jar of Kim, let me just tell you, I've already been in his ear about that, so I will keep you updated. Because I definitely want that. Yes, I want them. Jennifer, it depends. Some companies do send me things, and other things I buy myself. For example, I do receive some things from Brutus Monroe, but most of it I buy myself. So yes, for Brutus Monroe, most of it I buy with my own money. I do get a small assortment of things sent to me, but it's not like a lot of stuff. But I get the option to get money or get paid through like the affiliate program. So that's really nice because I can work however hard or not hard I want to make that money. So I'm not obligated to do it by any means. I don't have to promote or use the affiliate program at all if I don't want to. But if I choose to, then I have that option. Let's see. I'm also on one other design team where they allow me like a small, basically allowance at their shop. So I get to choose a few products. And by a few, I mean like maybe 2 stamp sets a month for that company. And then, so I get sent that. But it's I don't know. So there's that. And then there is one company that does send me things, but it's not like a guarantee. It's like maybe once a month I get 1 or 2 things and I don't choose what they are. They just send stuff to me. And yeah. So that one, oh, are you buffering? I hope not. It looks okay on my end, but you guys tell me if you can see me. It looks okay for me, but I'm not sure. But yeah, so the company, I do get sent things from Spellbinders. Sometimes it's not like super, consistent or like there's not really a schedule or anything. It's just sort of, I guess, whenever they want to help promote things. Oh, okay. But yeah, so it really just depends. I think every company kind of has their own relationship with its people. Not one of the companies is exactly the same. I have my coffee grounds. I have the thing here, but I dumped it all out. It is in this container here, which is, I have this linked in my Amazon thing if you guys want to look at it. I use this for my most used embossing powders. So you can see I have Gilded and Alabaster. They're currently empty because when I went to the class in Pittsburgh, I emptied them and took them with me in their original containers so that they didn't spill. And I just haven't put them back in there yet. So I do use that for my most used embossing powders. However, I think, going to be switching to a different container, possibly. I'm not sure yet. But I found one that I really like, and I've been testing out. So once I decide if I like it a lot, I will let you guys know. But you can just use this little lid here and it comes out perfectly, but I know that I'm gonna have to pour it back in here anyway, so I'm taking it out. Or taking it off, I should say. I thought you were saying welcome, like someone was just, yeah, see the moisture. The moisture is kind of bad in here. In this room in particular in my house, it's not great. Because it sits where I have them stored right now. It sits right under the little air conditioning vent. And it just has some moisture issues. I really need to not store anything underneath there because not that long ago, oh no, I flicked some powder onto my sandcastle, my bad. Not that long ago, Lord have mercy, there's my mom brain again, you guys. Not that long ago, something got clogged in the vent for the little unit up there, and it actually dumped stuff all over my computer, because I had my computer up against that wall right underneath the little air conditioning unit that's in here. Because I think I've told you guys before that my craft room is actually the garage, but it is, it has like carpet and drywall and stuff like that. So I obviously kind of lost my cool because it dumped on my computer and it ruined my monitor. Like, it actually shorted out my monitor, which is crazy. And our landlord was just like, oh, sorry about that. And like didn't offer to replace it or anything. I don't know. That was crazy. Okay, let's go ahead and do some heat embossing. But anyway, since then I have moved my computer away from that thing, but I do have still some stuff still underneath it. So I'm really hoping that nothing happens to it and it's okay. Because that would really stink. Okay. Oh, I said I was going to use my tweezers. Hold on. But now I'm holding my heat tool. Hold on. I'm holding my heat tool and I can't pick up my thing because I'm really good like that. Okay, here we go. Nice and hot now, though. I love this sandcastle. But you know what's really crazy? My mom has this sandcastle also, but hers is not the same color as mine. Hers has way more gold. I literally thought that hers was gilded because it was so sparkly. I can't even believe that. Uh-oh. This one has some junk on it. Okay, there we go. My marshmallow puff was a little gunky. The marshmallow puff one is so crazy looking. It's so puffy. It's like, I don't even know what that texture is. I think, okay, so here's my thought process on that. They are hand scooped, and like, I guess the way that I was kind of thinking of it is that like, maybe if you didn't stir it first, or if you were at the bottom of the batch or something like that before you were going to replace it, you may end up with more glitter. Because like you can see the sandcastle does have like a shiny or shimmery sort of whatever to it. And so I think that hers just got more of that than the more like sand kind of color, if that makes sense. So mine is really like sand. It looks like sand. And it has some kind of sparkly, shimmery, whatever in it, but it's not gold, you know? Hers looks like gilded. Like, it's crazy. But when you look at it in the jar, it looks just like mine. It, like, you turn it upside down and they look identical. So you would never know that hers had more shiny bits in it than mine. But apparently that's a thing. Okay. So now we have coffee grounds. Lord, I made a big mess with that coffee grounds, you guys. It's like all over all my dried ones up here. I can't believe I did that. It's everywhere. All right, let's just use my little Swiffer cloth. So you guys can see I've been using this same, there's a hair. I've been using this same little itty bitty piece of a Swiffer cloth the entire time we've been on here. And I haven't replaced it yet. And look, I can even get it off of my paper like that. You know how glitter sticks on your stuff forever and you can't get it off? No longer, because you can just Swiffer it off. Isn't that amazing? I don't know, that's crazy. Yeah, does yours, so Kim, does yours look different than mine? Your sandcastle? That's crazy. Because I was like, I thought she got the wrong powder at first. I was like, well, that's definitely gilded. They must have just put the wrong thing. Show me the side. Like I was asking her to turn it upside down, you know? Like, let me see what the bottom looks like. Because I'm pretty sure that's gilded. And no, it wasn't. It's definitely sandcastle. I don't know. That was crazy. Okay. So now we've got a few going here. I'm so excited because in our next batch, we have Mermaid Tail and Pink Champagne, which I haven't swatched out either of these yet. Yes. I'm pretty excited. I have heard that this Mermaid Tail is absolutely gorgeous. So I am pretty excited about that. Oh, and another shameless plug, just in case you guys are not aware, there is a link down there for my mystery mailers. I have 5 left before I need to start like trying to put together different or new ones or whatever. So if you guys are interested in the mystery mailers, there's a link to my Etsy shop where you can buy them. But basically I am destashing and also trying to raise money obviously for Creativeation. And so I am kind of doing 2 birds with 1 stone where I am trying to get rid of some of my stuff and also raise that money. So I have these mystery mailers. It's at least $20 of product, but usually it's more than that. And then it includes the shipping. So it's $25 altogether. You get at least $20 of supplies, but it's all random. So, but you do get stamp sets. Some of them have inks, things like that. Just in case you guys are interested. But yeah. It's going to really help me if I can get rid of them because I have so much stuff in my craft room, you guys. And I know that that's a silly thing to complain about, but it really overwhelms me. And I find that I can't be creative sometimes because I'm overwhelmed by the sheer amount of things around me. And I have a really hard time keeping things clean and organized. And you guys know that I'm like, what do we call me? Hot Mess Jess. Because my stuff is always all over the place, and you guys should see my desk. It's insane. There's just like piles of stuff everywhere, and it's embarrassing. Like I would never have someone come in here and craft because there's just stuff everywhere. And that stresses me out because you guys know I'm a perfectionist. I really like things to be clean and put together, and it's just not happening for me right now. So the less things I have in my craft room, the better. I know that people will usually say like, oh, well, you know, the more supplies you have, that's better. Like I always want more. And I definitely feel that. Like I definitely always want more because you always want the next new thing or whatever stamp set just came out. That is gorgeous. I need a new house. Oh my gosh. Yeah. We're going to try to redo my whole craft room. And I don't mean like I'm going to go out and buy a bunch of stuff, but my husband has recently agreed that it would be nice if he vacated the craft room. And basically what that means for us is that we are going to move our boys into the same room because I think, or I hope, that they will keep each other company instead of, I don't know. I feel like right now, my children, I'm going to shake this up. I feel like right now, both of my boys are lonely. That's what it seems like. I don't know. It seems like they're lonely because they don't sleep well. They're always wanting to come out of their rooms. They never want to spend any time in there. And I think that if they had each other in the room, like they might do better. Wow, what in the world? Is this one of those glitter instances? Because I was not expecting this to be this color, number one, but also, man, do you see all that? Can you guys see that? It's all over the back of my thingamajig. And, is that like the glitter? Like, is that gonna melt? Is my whole sheet gonna be glittery? I've never tried this one, so I don't know. I don't know what to expect, you guys. And I was also really not expecting it to be that color. That is so weird. That was a really big surprise for me. Okay, all right. I'm trusting you. Okay, so we did that. That's a thing. That happened. All right. There's no way I can reuse that because it's going to get everywhere. I did use the powder tool. I did. I don't know. Out of our bed. Oh no. Okay, well, I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. But yeah, I think that we are going to, oh, I need to brush it off before I heat it or after I heat it? Oh, after I heat it. Okay. Yeah, I haven't tried that one yet, so this is definitely new to me. Okay, so I think that if we put them in the same room, oh my god, this is so pretty. Ah. I think if we put them in the same room, it might help. I think it's gonna suck at first. I think it's gonna be awful at first because they're gonna keep each other awake, and they're not gonna probably get any sleep, which means we are probably not gonna get any sleep. But I don't know. We'll see. So we're going to try to put them in the same room, which then means that we would have a guest room, finally. We don't have a guest room currently, because we have our room and their room, and then, well, their rooms, they each have their own room. And yeah, I don't know. We're going to try it out and see what happens. They are 2 years apart, so they are 4 and 2. So the thing is that Big Brother he's still in his crib bed, but it's a toddler bed, so it's one of those convertible things. So it's like the same mattress and the same frame, except it had, I don't know. I don't know. You guys know what I mean, right? Like, it's still the crib, but you just take the front railing off and then whatever. Anyway. So he's in that bed, and then my little one is still in a crib. So he's 2, and he is still in a crib because he has no self-control either, and he would be terrorizing the house if he could get out of bed in the middle of the night. And he hasn't tried to climb out of his crib at all. So as long as he isn't trying to climb out of the crib, I'm just going to leave him in there. Oh, cool. Barbara, that's awesome. I heard that you're not supposed to put kids in bunk beds until they're 6, but I don't know, like, if there's a merit to that or if that's just like IKEA's suggestion. Because the bunk beds at IKEA say, do not put children under 6 in this bed. So I'm not sure if that's like a hard and fast thing or if it's just like, hey, you might not want to put the kids in there. I don't know. But yeah. Stacy. Oh my god. Okay, I just refreshed my thing. Thank you so stinking much. Oh my gosh. I love you. You guys are like seriously the best. Probably for safety. Yes. Stacy, I got it. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are the best ever. You guys are making my dreams come true. I am super, super excited. You guys are seriously the best. Okay, so I'm about to do some heat embossing for the last ones that we have printed. And then, let's see. Oh my gosh, awesome. DDN, I got your order also. Thank you. That'll go out tomorrow for you. It may get delayed a little bit in, just because of the holidays on Monday and Tuesday. I'm not sure how mail is going to be on Monday, but I'll definitely ship it out tomorrow. So it will be in process. Bunk beds that I've got, at Bob's Furniture. I don't think we have that here. Is it a local store or is it a chain? I feel like I've heard of that though. Huh. For 3 years, that's awesome. I think my husband is really handy and he really wants to build stuff for the kids, but I don't know, building beds makes me nervous because, like, my mom anxiety kicks in, and then I'm thinking about like all these ridiculous scenarios that are probably never ever going to happen, but like it's possible that like the bolts could come apart and then the bunk bed will like collapse and smush the one on the bottom. I don't know. I have crazy mom anxiety, you guys. I am that mom. I'm like a kind of a crazy person when it comes to that. Look what I just did. Oh my god. Okay, well I'm gonna have to redo that one. I flicked it and it like went everywhere. Hold on. Now there's black powder everywhere. Good grief. A barn. What exactly is a barn bed? Does it look like a barn? I need more information on this. That sounds cool. I don't know what it means. The what if syndrome, seriously, it's the worst. All right, I'm gonna turn this because I really don't want to burn my fingers. Wow. It doesn't seem like it heated that stuff on the outside, so. All right, let's see this mermaid tail in action, you guys. Look at it. It's so pretty. That mermaid tail is amazing. Okay, so now that we've done that, I'm going to take the Swiffer. Yeah, and it just wipes right off. Okay, so that's good to know. That was kind of like a scary trial and error sort of thing. I'm glad I had you guys by my side. Okay, so we've got mermaid tail, and we've got pink champagne, and we have golden gourd. And now I need to figure out my poor little raven because, wow. Good thing for me, my coffee filter that I used is still right here. So theoretically, I should be able to just dump a little bit more powder. Yeah, man, that's crazy. I was like, is it supposed to do that? I need your expert advice, you guys. Okay, here we go. Much better. Now I just have to make sure I don't flick it again before it's time to emboss. Ah! It's really not sticking super well. Well, I mean, I don't mean it's not sticking very well, but it comes off like if you flick it too much. So it's on there unless I like bend the paper, sort of. Okay. It was the last thing on your card. That's always the worst. Okay. So let's do this last one. I do have one more that we didn't do, but I don't know if I want to print a whole nother sheet just for the one right now. And it's clear mostly. So, I don't know. We'll see. 20 now. We base it on nephew. Oh, pass it on to your nephew. Oh, that's so cute. That's a really cool idea. My 4-year-old would love that. We just got him today a rocket ship. Like a cardboard house made out of, well, obviously it's made out of cardboard. Because no, it's rainbow sparkle. This one. So it's not technically clear, but it is kind of clear. It does have a lot of like pretty sparkly junk in it, but oh yeah, that would be awesome, Stacy. I'd love to see a picture of it. I did have some little bits over here. Anyway, like I said, I'm not really worried about it being completely perfect, but I just wanted to have them swatched out so that, you know, I kind of knew what I was getting myself into. And you know what? I said I was going to do 2 and of each one, and I forgot. So I'll have to go back and do all of these all over again because I forgot to do 2 for each so that I would have 1 for my binder and 1 for my little ring thing. Okay, so those are the colors that we did. Wish you could share pics on YouTube. Me too. But Gyps, now we have that Facebook group, and you can go to Jess Francisco Official and share your pictures. Yay! Oh yes, it's all your guys' fault. You distracted me. How could you? Because I'm not easily distracted at all. It's definitely not my fault. Anyway, where's that squirrel over there? Oh, thanks for the people who are liking my little Facebook page. That's super cool. Oh, we're up to 111 likes now. You guys are awesome. Okay. So we've got our swatches done, and we are going to, let's see. We are going to put them in our little book, and go from there and figure out what we want to do. GIFs. GIFs are ADD much. I know. Like, I'm all over the place right now. I don't know. Hopefully you guys don't hate me for it. Oh, and there was something that I was going to tell you guys earlier, and don't let me forget. I have something to tell you about goals. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to gather all of these up. I don't have any idea what order I'm going to put them in yet. So we're just going to kind of dump them in. Maybe I'll try to do some sort of rainbow order. I don't know. Let's find out. GIFs are animated photos. So it's kind of like a video, only it's like really short and it just plays over and over and over again. And it's like maybe like a 2 or 3 seconds maybe. But yeah, that's what a GIF is. And it is pronounced GIF, not GIF. FYI. Okay, so we have a pink. So I'm going to put the pink first and then red. Let's see. I'm going to consider the pink. Where's that? Here it is. The pink champagne. I'm going to put that one first because I think pink usually goes before red. Okay, so pink and then red, red, orange. All right, let's see. We've got this orange and this orange. I'm going to put my neutrals at the end. Oh, you guys can't really see what's going on over there. Hold on, hold on. Whoa, I'm knocking stuff over, you guys. Red and orange. Graphic image file, yes. Oh, I got the pocket pages on Amazon. There is a link down in my description below where you can go to my recommended items. And this particular item is in the crafty organization section. So if you head over there, I actually have the link to the exact ones I bought. They're super cheap. I think you get like 20 pages for like $6 or something crazy like that. I don't remember the exact cost, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I think it was like around $6 and you get like 20 of these pages. It was not very expensive. I can go and try to find it. Oh, that's not the one I wanted to click. Whoops-a-daisies. Affiliate. Oh, here. Amazon recommendations is what it's under in my description down there. Crafty organization. Oh, it's not in the crafty organization section. Hold, please. It is in handicraft supplies. I'm glad that I checked right now. Yes. Yep. And it's about $6. So it is $5.50. It looks like for 20 pages. Yep. So that's pretty cool. It's pretty inexpensive. What size are the cards you're using and what are you using for the cards? Okay, so Jennifer, at the beginning, I was talking about this, but you were not here. So let me get the link for you. This is a free file from Jennifer McGuire. She did all of the work for this and she made these amazing, no, don't apologize. I was just saying you weren't here for it. So I was going to get it for you again. Nothing to apologize for at all. But yeah, so she did all this crazy work and made these awesome things, this file, and you can download them and edit it if you want to, or they have it for, they have them pre-made for other companies. I don't think there's one for Brutus Monroe, so I've just created my own, for the ones that I have. But yeah, so you can go over there and check it out. But yeah, she has a downloadable file that you can use either in Photoshop or in Word. Yes, Microsoft Word. But yeah, so I don't really know what I'm doing as far as order goes here. I was kind of thinking initially like I would do kind of like the neutrals and then the whatever and then some of the more metallic ones. But I gotta be honest, I'm not really sure what I'm doing. I'm kind of just making it up as I go along. Hopefully you guys are not offended by the order in which I am putting these. It's just sort of what looks nice to me, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, so these are the ones that I have. Now the ones that are not in here yet are my glow in the dark one because I messed that one up. And then also Rainbow Sparkle. So those are the ones that I have so far. I felt like it seemed like more, but I mean, that is 4, 8, 12. So I have 16 altogether so far. But it makes it seem like you have so few when they're in this in this container like this. But I don't know, I think it's really cool. And you can also use both sides if you want to. You know, you don't have to only use one side. You can use both. Like back here, see, I only used one side, but if you start filling up your stuff, you can just put extra ones in the back and make them face this way so that you're not wasting your space. You can double side it. So I don't know, I think that's pretty cool. So those are my swatches so far. I still have a bunch on my list that I want to get. Sorry about the glare. I still have a bunch on my list that I want to get, including all 6 of those new embossing powders that Christopher released. So frustratingly, like 2 days after I was at the store. I mean, he could have at least told me that they were going to be new colors that I could have, you know, like gotten while I was there. I mean, I'm just saying. Don't tell him I was talking bad about him. Just kidding. But anyway, so yes. The cool thing is, I know I didn't use it because I went with the butterfly thing, but you guys can use, if you have this September stamp of the month, you guys can use this to do your swatches and it will work perfect. You can see it will fit right on here just the same. And then you'll have like a cute little star or a circle or a square. And then, yeah, it's really useful. I don't know. You just got this one, the little stars and squares and circles. I like this one. I know a lot of people were kind of like, what am I supposed to do with this stamp of the month? Like, what do you do with it? But I don't know. I really like it. I made some Halloween cards with it. I used the square to stamp out some color, like Halloween colors, like orange and purple and green and black. So I used those colors with it. And then, yeah, I just used it to make a pattern background. I've seen all kinds of stuff. It's really cool. But yeah, it's perfect for swatches. So that's actually really nice to have that option. I kind of hope that at some point Christopher will make some larger solid shapes. Just because, oh look, I did that thing that I said I wasn't doing anymore. I hope he will make some of the larger solid shapes like this, because I don't have any good stamps for mirror stamping, and I've been really wanting to mirror stamp a lot lately, but we'll see. Oh yeah, that's totally fine. On mine, I used the Lawn Fawn, in my book, actually. This, so this, I'm pretty sure is a Lawn Fawn cloud, and then this heart, I believe, is also from Lawn Fawn. I think. I'm pretty sure. But yeah. Oh, Kim, that is a really cute idea. I might have to try that. And also, I don't think Monique is in here. Is Monique in here? I think I saw her earlier, but I don't know if she's still with us in here. But I have to give her a shout out because she came up with a really cool idea. And I don't know if you guys have been on the Brutus Monroe fan club page today or yesterday. I can't remember if it was today or yesterday. But she posted a card, or her project that she used the December stencil of the month for on her card, and she used it in such an unexpected way that I don't know, it was just super cool. Hey Penny. But yeah, she used it in such a cool way. She, instead of using the whole stencil, she actually like masked it off, I think, and she made it into a ribbon, and she made it pink, so it was like a breast cancer awareness card. And she used the glitter glaze, and oh my gosh, it was just so cool. And I couldn't believe how creative that was, because I never would have thought of that. Like that never would have crossed my mind. And I don't know, I just can't believe that. It was really cool. So if you guys haven't been over there on the Brutus Monroe fan club page to check it out, I would totally go and look at it and leave her some love, because that was a really cool idea. That was really cool. Hold on one second, I'm getting really stuffy. My poor little nose. Okay. Yes, the ribbon. Yes, with the stencil pattern in pink. Isn't that so cool, Tracy? I just thought that that was really, really neat. I don't know. I really liked that. But yeah. So, oh, and I'm also supposed to tell you guys that Christopher is alive. Don't worry. So I think he's still getting back into a rhythm, and he's got a lot of preparations going on since he's going to be at Creativeation as well, but in a different capacity. I'm going just to kind of like attend, but he has more going on than I do, of course. So I know he's got a lot with the upcoming subscriptions and like the box for next month that he's been sneak peeking all over the place. But yeah, so there's that. Did you guys know, since we're talking about embossing powders, I thought that I should at least mention it. Let's see if it's still available before I mention it. Bar. Yes, it's sold out. Dang it. Okay. All right, so I can't share it, I guess. I wonder why it says sold out. I guess maybe if he doesn't have the colors. I'm going to ask him about it. Because I'll send you guys the link still, but it's sold out right now, but I will message him and ask if that's something that because you know how sometimes things show that they're sold out, but then he can like update it to make it available since they make stuff in-house. So this link is actually for the embossing bar at home kit. And I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with this at all, but basically you get a box and it has 11 colored embossing powders. So some of them there's like white, clear, glow in the dark. You get a bunch of colors. And then you get 2 mixing jars and the box itself. It also comes with recipes. So suggestions that you can use to make your own embossing powders. So if you can't make it to the store to use the embossing bar, he will send the embossing bar to you. And I just think that that is so, so cool. I've never seen a company offer something like that before. So if you guys are interested in doing something like that, I popped the link in there, but it is sold out right now. But what I'll do is I will message Christopher and see if we can get it put back on as available if you guys are interested. But yeah, I just thought that that was a really cool idea since we were talking about embossing powders and all of that. Yeah, he released it quite a while ago. I know. I feel like it isn't getting as much shout out as it should. I feel like it needs more. Okay, so that is all the embossing I'm going to do tonight. But do you guys want to see my horrible teacher craft fail? I tried to make a gift. It's $50, Rose, because you get a ton of embossing powders. So you get 11 embossing powders, and you get, let's see, does it say how many ounces? It doesn't say what the ounce of each one is, but you get 11 embossing powders and 2 mixing jars. You can also buy individual additional embossing jars, which they have on the site. I don't know if you guys know that either. But if you want to buy more, you can do that. They have 1 ounce, ½ ounce, and 2 ounces. So this one, I can just send you the, this one is the 1 ounce one. So that's most of these are 1 ounces. The ½ ounce one is usually more like what you would get in a, Christopher is live. What? All right, well, maybe we can go bug him and tell him I sent you to ask about the embossing thing. Okay, all right, well, let me go ahead and pop off, and we will all chat over there. See, he heard his ears burning. It's a thing. Heather came in when we were talking about the secret police and discounts, and now Christopher went live right after I started talking about him. They know. They're watching, you guys. Okay, so I will let you guys go so that you guys don't miss anything that Christopher is saying. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart for hanging out with me, and for those of you who have donated or bought things from my stores or my affiliate links, I can't thank you enough. You guys are amazing. And I will chat with you over in Christopher's live. I will see you guys in just a minute. Mwah! Love you.